Did okay, yeah. So we're officially live. Um, I know that folks will be kind of rolling in and joining us. So yeah, it's no problem. We're not you know not gonna stare at a clock or something. Everybody gets here when we're ready. So um, then hopefully the internet's not gonna go wonky because I see the circle of doom over here. Oh hey, sarcastic and Kristen and Spicy Phoenix. Hey guys. Well, glad you guys could make it. And of course, I always say guys in the you know general sense, not specific to any particular format. But our friends on the Kemetic Reform Facebook group who are from Poland, there's a Polish Kemetic Reform community, and they posted a really lovely picture for the Sailing of Hathor, which is what we're honoring here. And it was just lovely to see that. And they have been very enthusiastic supporters, and I want to give a shout out to them because I appreciate the fact that they have adopted Kemetic reform. And that's their tradition, and they've translated some of our rituals into Polish, and that's really cool. So, I guess I need to learn a few things in Polish so I can say thank you. So, uh, but big shout out to them. And Yamano, are you able to hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm seeing that little spinning circle of doom. I guess maybe it's for the video, and that's slowing down or something. But
well, you're fine on my end.
Okay, well, as long as you can hear me just fine, we'll make it work. So, and Darren will be joining us when he can. He is finishing some notes for work that are kind of time sensitive, so he'll be.
Maybe you could ask the folks on YouTube who are pointing in through YouTube, see if they're getting any latency.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me know, guys, if you're having any sort of clipping or buffering or latency or any issues like that. But Aloni, don't you apologize for a thing. Life happens. You're back, and we're glad you're here. So all right, and that's good. Hey, Opal System just made it. All right. And Kristen, oh wow, 4:45 in the morning where you are. Wow. Okay, now Gabriel just says it's clipping or buffering a bit on my end. Okay. Well. If it, we'll keep going. If that continues to be a problem, I guess. If you need to, step out and reboot something, or whatever, then that's okay. We'll just kind of take it nice and slow. I did put the latest how-to guide episode on Patreon, so the folks that get early access will see that first. And I've already gotten some positive feedback from that one. It will drop for YouTube. I need to schedule it, but I'm going to schedule it for October 30th. So that's in a couple of weeks. And Darren and I had a lot of fun taping a little bit of voiceover for that and something for next month. So we're going to try and have that ready so that we can ideally drop it for Thanksgiving. So if you're stuck with family, visiting with relatives or whatever, and you need to, kill some time, just put in your earbuds and, watch the latest video. That's the plan. So, yeah, the internet has been kind of weird over here, and I really don't know why and what's been affecting that. These days, it could be anything from weather, be it severe weather or heat. It hasn't been that bad lately, but watch, we're going to find out that something else could affect it. Or there could be any number of things. Um, so who knows? But like I said, just give me a shout out, some kind of a little icon or something in the comments if the signal gets really, patchy. So cool. Okay. Roll my blunt. Yo. All right. So yes, the Sailing of Hathor. This is the culmination of her month. After this, we'll be starting the month of Koyak, Kakhorka, and several deities have sailing festivals. So there had to be some kind of a significance to it in ancient times. We're not entirely sure of what that significance is, but we do know that there's a whole cluster of goddesses that have sailing feasts at what would be early December, in our calendar. It's in the month of Taibet. And there's references to this one for Hathor where, she enters the sky and it's a day of doing good for Hathor. And what's interesting is this also coincides with Diwali, which, is the Hindu Festival of Lights, which is this weekend. And so, kind of a fun correspondence there. And so we've got her set up. We also have, and this was when I was putting the calendar together for this year, I noticed that you had a lot of fairly important feast days, or, seemed like, they weren't just like minor things, but, how do we cram them all into one? So the Sailing of Hathor is a pretty significant one. And again, the folks in the Polish community do some really pretty setups for that. But we also are honoring Horus of Behdet and Amun. So we'll be reading some prayers for them too. So that's what our schedule is. So, and one thing that I did do that's reflective of our trip that we went on, because I really got this sense that it's like I could feel Hathor's presence. I'm pretty sure it was her in the mountains where we went to visit. And so I took a pine cone that I had gathered from one of the trees in Albuquerque, and so that's in her barge. So that's reflecting, where, I think she might have, some particular place. And of course, in the desert southwest of the United States, there are a lot of turquoise deposits, and that's, sacred to her. So it would make sense if, she had a spot out in, the American Southwest. Lots of people do. So, so let's go ahead and get going. And okay, and so Spicy is asking for our prayers for clarity. Yeah, and I can understand some people do kind of, get really involved and then burn out, and it's okay to kind of take a break for a little while, and it's okay, if this is your faith, then you don't have to go into overdrive all the time. It's part of your life. It's part of you. You can, you have days where you're all in and days where you kind of, just let it go with the flow. So, try not to, and I, over the years, I have known folks that, really throw themselves into doing Kemetic things, and they do get to a point where they burn out. And, considering all the stuff that I do, yeah, it's real easy to do that. So you have to kind of, step back for a minute sometimes, and, don't put as much energy in it, but you don't have to feel like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough, if that makes sense. Think about it, folks that do church activities, they're not doing them all the time. That's they take a break between, Christmas and Easter. So, it's okay. But somebody had asked, does the Osset cult offer any assistance when it comes to understanding the sailing rituals? And yeah, Hermes want to, yeah. Um, and I assume you're asking about the Isis cult from the Greco-Roman period, and that's a good question. It probably had evolved by at some point, by then. But the sailing, yes, it was like a procession, but they would actually put them out in a boat, and that's why like Mut has her sacred lake, her Isheru, and when she had her sailing, they would actually put a barge out on the sacred lake, so she would sail, and Hathor would have had something, along those lines. What's intriguing to me is that in it's somewhere buried under North Cairo, you have uh, Heliopolis, which was the center of Ra's cult, but there was a temple for Hathor there too, because Hathor and Ra had a connection. Because Hathor is his daughter, Dendera, one of the ancient names for it was Unit, which was the female pillar, the female Unu, which was on the what the Greeks called Heliopolis. So it was like the feminine equivalent, and that was his gift to Hathor. He gave that city to his daughter, according to the lore. So he had there was a temple for her alongside the big temple in Heliopolis, and again, all of that's under modern construction. They occasionally find things. Anytime somebody goes to excavate and dig, if they find something, they have to stop until the area gets cleared, and they go and they find all the good stuff, and then say, okay, well, you can pour cement now. And they recently found some things in Cairo related to Heliopolis, and like when we read at the end, um, you know, for Shu and Tefnut, upper and lower men's set, they actually found things that referenced it was either that or Newt's Shrine of Shanit. So they found some things recently that had to do with that. And we know Hathor had something as well. And, there might have been a sacred lake or something, where she went sailing, in Heliopolis. So here she's sailing in this was actually a boat that I got from actually a little Cajun souvenir shop. They had like Louisiana stuff, and so there's a guy who makes pirogues, which is a type of wooden skiff from South Louisiana. Well, I just took it and painted it up and made it an Egyptian boat, and I just this week painted the eyes on it. So she has her little bark. So that's how she will sail. But, um, hmm. So yeah, and yeah, they did have things like that, and that date from like the late from later periods, because you have late period going into the Greco-Roman, and somewhere in there is where we know they had footprints in the temples, in that they painted, but um, but anyway, let's go ahead and get going. Hopefully Darren will be joining us. He can zip through those notes, and we'll save some cool waters for him. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, O Yunachuru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. Don't worry, we always have some saved for Darren. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come, oh come, in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, and has been with us in the past, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we're all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we'll light our candle for Sekhmet, so that she may continue to bring peace and healing and strength to all those who need it. And to her son, mighty Maches, son of mighty Sekhmet, that he may protect those who are in the path of storms. There we are. Including the folks down in the southern provinces of Mexico. They've, here in the United States, we've been safe from major storms lately, but down in Mexico, they've had a lot of flooding from tropical storms. And there are people looking for loved ones even now. And so we hope that they're reunited with their loved ones. So. You arise in the Alchet as Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Hathor, mistress of Dendera, and Amun, and Horus of Behdet. O Yunachuru, you lords of love and lords of life, grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at, and cast out as Fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, your cool waters that are the inundation. They may cool your hearts. Oh, you're not true. These cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunachuru. You may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you and cleanses you. It adorns you and takes its place upon your hands. O Yunachuru, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunachuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Hathor, Amun, and Horu. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Hathor, mistress of Dindara, within her house. Pure is Amun and Horus of Behdet within their houses. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horeketi, Hathor, Amun, and Horu, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. All right. And because we're honoring Hathor, let's see, there's we also want to take the sistrum for Hathor. Your sistrum for you, O mighty one. Great flame, O shining one. The sistrum to quench your ire. And she has her red dress. And so we read, the mountain is broken, the stone is split, the eastern horizon is opened for Hathor. I am the one who follows Ihi. I have come to the place where my mistress is, so that I may see her beauty and give her the dress. The dress of Hathor is woven. Kiss the earth, I worship my mistress, for I have seen her beauty. I give praise to Hathor, for I have seen her beauty. Give her the dress, her shape is distinguished above the gods, and I see her beauty. And So we'll pick up with that again in a minute. We have the offerings and we have offered the sistrum. Come to your, let's see, we're picking back up with inviting them to partake. Come to your body, O Ra Horiketi. Come to your body, O Hathor, O Amun, O Horus. Come to your bodies, O Yunachuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Hathor, before Amun and Horus. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Horiketi, and your son, the Osiranisu Nebkaparura. Your foes retreat from you, and Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Orechta henket kakao abjus nashermahat hutnibut nohre waberanchen nachrim kawen akupunibu machrunibu hiranachral. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God, including notably this week, actress Diane Keaton, and yesterday, Ace Frehley, Space Ace of KISS. Darren and I were fortunate enough to see them perform as part of their reunion tour that they did in 1996. And he has some stories about some of the best weed being in the handicap section. And it's funny, he didn't smoke any at all, but the secondhand smoke was enough to get him somewhere. But you know, that would be Hathor's domain. Music and intoxication, that's that's her line of work. And now she's got another musician to play a guitar laced with pyrotechnics instead of a sistrum, but may their light continue to shine in Duat. I'm sorry, I just noticed let's see. Okay, and Katie's saying stormy weather here too. It's small tornado season here in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, and we're going to have our fall tornado season, before too long, but uh, we'll see, what tomorrow is going to bring because they're threatening, severe weather down here. And at this point, I'm just like, as long as we just get some rain. But oh, don't worry about being late, V. Um,
While we have managed to dodge all the hurricanes, we have finally gotten I think it was earlier this spring, we got our first EF5 in a long time.
Oh yeah. Said something about that. Okay, Lady Zeph is saying has been having a tough time of it. Job is treating her awful. Car acted up today, and it seems like no matter what offering, the guys aren't listening. I think that they do hear you. It's just that they're sometimes when the chaos kind of piles up and it takes a minute to push it back. Hang in there, and may your car trouble be something that's fixable. Um, oh, and you were saying 2 weeks ago, my cookie here said you'll find joy. Just be patient. And I noticed that there was a little bit of. Oh, and Audrina's, I'm going to go to the local Renaissance Festival tomorrow, but the weather may prevent me. Oh goodness. Are you in the Texas area? Is it like Texas Ren Fest? Or is that still going on? Because there was for a couple of decades the big thing to do is to go to Texas Ren Fest in Plantersville, which is north of Houston. I've been there a couple of times. Got a lot of fun memories of going to Texas Ren Fair, but yeah, we'll ask Majas to the rain is necessary, so we can't ask for there to not be any rain, but may it not screw up too many people's plans, I guess. Rain in the evening. But now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law eternally. This Fet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. And Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. Let's see. Set her in the boat, trying to make sure I keep it balanced. There we go. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Lady Zephyrus, I can certainly understand your frustration. It does sometimes seem like there's a lot of stuff going on, that's troubling. And that's, seems like a setback. But we've just got to have faith that they know some things we don't, and that's, just on the horizon. There are good things ahead. So, again, borrowing from our ritual for the Sailing of Hathor, more hymn for the sistrum. We'll use this newer one. I take the sistrum, I dispel evil. And we'll make sure we do both of them. I drive off anger, I dispel evil, drive off anger from the eye of Ra, like Ihi, who plays for the Golden One, to her heart's content. Come in peace, O beautiful one. Come in peace, O Lady of Gold. May you remain close by us, as you remain close by the side of your father Ra. May you be at peace, O Lady Hathor. Okay. And another short praise of Hathor. Come, make merry for the Golden One. Good cheer for the mistress of the two lands. Come, arise, that we may make for you rejoicing at twilight and music in the night. O Hathor, you are exalted in the hair of Ra, in the hair of Ra. To you is given the sky, the deep night, and the stars. Great is her majesty when she is happy. And for Horus of Behdet, because he had a crowning feast day earlier in the week. Praise unto you, God of Behdet, Lord of the sky, splendid winged disk who shines the horizon. You beautiful sun who illuminates the darkness, splendid child who illuminates the earth. Iris of the Ujat who lights the two lands with his rays. Fair of face, hovering one, armored, majestic, and clothed in gold. You arise as Khepri when you emerge from Namnet, your rays spreading over the world. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven. Hail unto you, Horus, great god, lord of the sky, great falcon, dappled of plumage and ruler of flying, winged disk upon the two lands, see a falcon united with the sun, holy god and falcon of gold. And praise unto Amun-Ra. We make for him adoration to his name. We give him praises to the height of heaven and over the breadth of the earth. We tell his might to travelers north and south. Beware ye of him. Declare him to son and daughter, to great and small. Herald him to generations not yet born. Herald him to fishes in the deep, to birds in the sky. Declare him to fool and wise. Beware ye of him. You are Amun, Lord of the silent, who comes at the voice of the poor. When I call to you in my distress, you come to rescue me, to give breath to him who is wretched, to rescue me from bondage. You are Amun-Ra, Lord of Thebes, who rescues him in Duat. For you are he who is merciful. When one appeals to you, you are he who comes from afar. And Amun, we ask you to come to those who are in distress and who feel that their life is rather wretched right now, wherever they might be, and give them breath, release from bondage, and may they see the light of your dawn. Alrighty. I see some icons here. Okay, so the bread and
And yeah, I would like a cookie too.
already. actually, it makes perfect sense, Kristen, that they're relaxing for you. I don't know if that's well. I guess now the thing is, you can go on YouTube and you can find ASMR videos that are however long. But back in the day, the thing was you could buy tapes or CDs that were just background noise. Things like thunderstorms or the ocean. Or I had one that was wolf song, and like wolves howling. Of course, the thing is you'd also hear them, when they get together and do more of like their barking kind of calls, and that kind of creeped out my sweet mates when I was in school. But yeah, storms, was when I think Darren had a disc that was, rainstorms, and he used to go to sleep to that when he was in a dorm, and yeah, it makes perfect sense that it's a comforting thing, and we've often said, yeah, let it rain at night when we can go to sleep and just sleep really well. So there are lots of places here that could use some of that. But let's go ahead and do our cookie for everyone. So anyone who's been patient enough to listen to all of our exposition and everything else, up to this point, this cookie is for you too. And this will give us something for the week. And of course, the last 2 weeks, you had one that said you'll become richer soon. And then take a pause from consuming information, which is very interesting. You'll become richer soon, but stop doom scrolling. You'll take a pause from consuming information, and it has been rather difficult. I've ended up having to look up a few things, and of course, Darren is surfing for YouTube videos, and he kept seeing things from Ace Frehley, and he was like, "No way!" So I had to go and Google it, and then of course you see all this other news that's kind of depressing, as well. But let's see if they have something further to say about this. Your future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. Your future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. Well, the sense that I'm getting from that, and interpreting that in light of the other things that we've gotten, don't feel like things are out of control. Look for the things that you can do, and the future is in your hands. You can do something about it. It may not seem like it, but don't let all of that extraneous information distract you. So I think putting all of those together, that's the message that it suggests. So here's hoping. I see lots of cookie icons, and Yamano had also requested one, so I'm going to start with you, Yamano, and then we'll pick up. I think Blue Conlon was the first one that put an icon up there, and we'll have to slow the chat down, but we'll get that going. Oh, by the way, one thing that I actually meant to put this on, I got this at the Pueblo Cultural Center in their gift shop. This is actually dyed corn, but they dyed it blue, so it looks like lapis. It's a nice lapis blue. Lapis or I don't think turquoise gets that dark, but it just seemed like something that might be kind of appropriate for a Hathor kind of festival, because it also reminded me a bit of the midnight. And I think I showed it right when we had gotten back, so it was my intention to put that on in honor of Hathor. So, and that gives us space to do our cookies. So. Okay. Surprising challenges are opportunities to excel. So, Yamanu, Surprising challenges are opportunities to excel.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
talking that over there for you. And especially juxtaposing that with, the one that we got for everyone. Your future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. Now let's back up. Okay. All right, so Blue Conlon and then Kristen Rebase from Hathor. And B would love a cookie, pretty please. Huh. Oh, and why did YouTube auto censor? Do I know should it? That is kind of odd. I guess maybe there's some other language that sounds like something else. I don't know. No telling. But okay, an Opal system got to head off. Thanks for this. I really needed it today. You're most welcome. We were glad to have you here, and hope you have a great weekend. And let me just make sure I'm not okay. Now, Lonnie, I need to sleep now. Thank you so much for tonight's service. Didn't expect myself to get sleepy so quickly. Well, you know what? What we've noticed is that if somebody gets really sleepy, that means you're really relaxed, and that means you're at peace. So we did something that you needed. So we hope you rest well and have a great weekend. But okay, and I see we got our Discord cookies, but let's pick up with Blue Conlon and go from there. So. Blue Conlon, respect people's dietary restrictions. That's interesting. We got that during the I want to say it was the birth of Horus one year, because I've got it in my little journal. But yes, respect people's dietary restrictions. Usually, I notice when that comes up, that seems to suggest that you might need to watch something in your diet for health reasons, or maybe somebody that needs to do that, and they're going to need your support. So Blue Conlon, that's a possible avenue for that. And Kristen would like fortune from Hathor. There we go. And anyone else that ends up needing to head out because they're tired or got other things to do, we thank you for being here. However long or short, we're always glad you're here, and we hope you sleep good and have a great weekend. Now, in the meantime, Kristen, Tuesday brings clarity to your goals and aspirations. Tuesday brings clarity to your goals and aspirations. And B, and then Katie Horton asking from Set and from Ra. So we'll pick up with B. B, you will find joy in the wisdom of others. You will find joy in the wisdom of others. And Katie Horton, Asking from Ra and her patron set. So they each gave you something. You got voicemail. So Katie, let's see. First one. Your kindness will be a source of light in the world. It's very much a Ra message, I think. So let's see what Set has to say. Cherish the simple moments that bring joy. They are the true treasures of life to remember. So, Katie, your kindness will be a source of light in the world. And cherish the simple moments that bring joy. They are the true treasures of life to remember. I think those two work very well together. Okay, so next, let's see, we got B, then Katie, then Kotsu Kotodama from Hathor, please. And then Ashley Spradley from Osset. So, Kotsu. Now, is that the name of a character I'm not familiar with? Because you have to keep in mind, the first anime convention I went to will have been 25 years ago next September. So there's a lot of stuff out there that I haven't seen. But Kotsu, be open to the unexpected and you'll find inspiration. Be open to the unexpected and you'll find inspiration. Okay, and next is Ashley Spradley asking from Osset. So, Ashley, embrace the opportunities that sports offer for personal growth and self-discovery. Embrace the opportunities that sports offer for personal growth and self-discovery. Now, I have a sense that may mean while everyone else is watching the big game, take some you time. That would be an opportunity the sports might offer for personal growth. Or if there's something else that you know about. But look for those opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. Okay. Yeah. That's something else that only those of us that remember cassettes would know about. When you kind of halfway push the play button and it speeds everything up. But you have to be careful because that can kind of mess with the tape. But Lady Zephos asking from Ra or Hathor, whoever wants to tell me something. So, Lady Zephos, know you've been having a tough time of it. Let's ask Ra and his daughter, the mistress of Dendera, if they have some advice. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. I guess if you were thinking about doing something, then don't worry about, when's going to be the right time. That also means that, there's going to be challenges. It could be, your car's having issues today. It could be something else tomorrow. So don't let that sway what you're considering. Okay, Spicy Phoenix from Seshat, and then Myth Wood, please, from whoever has a message. And, okay, there she is. I was going to say, because I know we've got our candle for Seshat. So, that's funny. It's like I got the sense that you need to leave some space on the altar. That's for Seshat's candle. So, for Spicy Phoenix. I feel like Seshat should have, if there was ever a spin-off from that anime, Read or Die, Seshat should be in that. But anyway, Spicy Phoenix, this week you'll receive unexpected support from a friend. This week you'll receive unexpected support from a friend. And then Myth Wood. Hard work today paves the way for a brighter tomorrow. So Myth Wood, hard work today paves the way for a brighter tomorrow. And keep in mind, our Fortune for Everyone said, your future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. I guess we all better get cracking. But the Spicy Phoenix, then Mythwood, then Gabriel from our girls, Aset Segment, Bested. Oh, and could we offer some incense to Lady and Nana tonight? Absolutely. Tell you what, I have some cedar incense that we can do, and we'll ask our ladies to offer some insight for Gabriel. So. Hi, Boo. Did you make it?
I got it.
All right. Well, you know what? Gabriel, hang on just a second. We're going to get your fortune in just a minute because we've got to give somebody some cool waters.
No, you meant to stop the groove for me.
Oh, come on. You're part of the groove.
Everybody.
You're part of the groove, man. So these cool waters are upon your hands. They purify you as Stephanie purifies you. Hail unto you, you natural. We're coming to you without falsehood and without evil. Hey, Spirit is upon our hands. Spirit is within our heart. We cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure.
May you bless me in the name of Jesus. Hey, everybody. What goes it?
Yeah. Oh,
missed you guys. Sorry I'm late. I had to do that whole work thing.
It's okay. It happens. So Gabriel wanted to know if we could offer a little bit of incense for Ishtar, which actually, if you think about it, she has a parallel role to Hathor because she is a goddess of love and beauty, sex, relationships, but also course, and Nana also as a goddess of war. Hathor not so much, but definitely can act as the Eye of Ra if her father needs a little help. So they have a lot of things in common. So, and this is a little something from my new book. So the incense prayer for Mesopotamian deities goes more like this. Powerful incense poured on the censer, incense from a clean place, incense poured upon the censer, incense from a pure place, incense that raises its head toward heaven, to heaven like the pure wind, incense that raises its head toward heaven, to heaven like the pure earth. May Ishtar become pure like heaven, clean like the earth, and bright like the center of heaven. Let evil speech stand aside. Okay, just trying to make sure that the ash doesn't drop all over everywhere. But so now, ladies, Gabriel has a question. If you would be so kind just to give us a little revelation. So, Gabriel, the best way to get credit is to give it away. The best way to get credit is to give it away. So give credit to others, and this is very much a work thing, but can also apply elsewhere. If you build up other people and you give credit where it's due, where they deserve it, then they will remember you as well. Of course, social networking is another of Inanna's talents. And so, build up those around you, and they will bring you with them. Okay, so Aloni, and Aloni had to step out, but I know that they had asked for a cookie, so we'll make sure to. Oh no! By the way, no, Kotsu is just a name a friend gave me. It was a very long time ago from the 90s. Oh, well, that's really cool.
Very long time ago from the 90s.
No, well,
it has been.
Kotsu-san, hajime mashite. Okay, and I'm just kind of catching. Okay, and I know Versadu. Oh my gosh! Hi, Sharon. Hi. And the question: are there dietary restrictions for Kemetic paganism? Yeah. To echo what they were saying, not officially. There are some folks that abstain from eating pork, especially if they are honoring the triad of Abydos, being Osiris, Isis, and Horus. But it's not universal, and there were exceptions where they would eat pork to symbolize the enemies of Osiris. Now, one thing that I will say, but most people don't. Turtle is not something that's very widely eaten unless you get down to South Louisiana. I think with like turtle sauce pecan, stuff like that. Unless you get into regional cuisines, it's not generally something on the menu, but it appears to have been taboo to Ra. So, don't eat turtle if you're going to be, working with Ra. Because it symbolized, the unnamed one. But that didn't stop them from making musical instruments out of tortoise shells. So, just don't offer them any turtle soup. But generally, though, there are no hard and fast dietary restrictions. Just what
did anybody offer A moment for Ace Frehley.
Oh yeah, yeah. We included him with our prayers for the blessed dead, and see, because we're honoring Hathor, she's having a sailing, and music and sistrums. Those are things that would be offered to her, and her son Ihi plays the sistrum, and so we were saying, well, instead of a sistrum, may Ace Frehley be able to play a pyrotechnic laden guitar.
May he be back in the New York groove. That's what I
Yeah.
hope for him. God bless you, Ace.
Yeah. Okay. All right, yeah, and I'm just trying to catch up on the cookies because I know it's we're at an hour and 5 minutes, but so far so good. Yeah, and Aloni had to step out, but I guess if someone can pass that on to them because they'd asked for Set and Sobek. Then we've got our Discord cookies, then Starscape, and then Mary Wet, and then Serrano. Okay. Yeah, and everybody's saying, hi, Darren. Yeah, Gabriel says, never really prayed to the Sumerian and Mesopotamian deities except in the very beginning of my pagan journey, but it just felt right to offer some incense tonight. I don't know why. And you know what? That's quite all right. The way I explain it in the beginning of my book is, this was kind of unexpected because I knew a little bit about Inanna Ishtar because if you read about, the greater Bronze Age world, and the states that corresponded with Egypt, you read about Canaan and then Mesopotamia. And yeah, there are Sumerian myths that are recorded in tablets that were found in the Amarna letters. And those were probably reference texts that the scribes used to learn Akkadian so that they could, correspond with vassal states. So because of that, I knew about Ishtar in these little bits, and I'm using the Akkadian name, but Ishtar, Inanna, same goddess. And it's like I just kind of went from the little bits to like got one book and then another, and then it's like, imagine like, we're at a party and, I just kind of go over to see what she's talking about, and she grabs me by the hand and says, hey, there's some folks you just got to meet, and like drags me all through the party. And, it's like, that's kind of how she is. So, now here I am with, another shrine and a book about her. So she kind of does that, but it's fun. If she takes you along for the ride, enjoy it. But anyway, so to try and get back to our cookies, because we had that because we're doing Alone, and then there's the next our Discord folks. So, and hey, Alone had asked from Set and from Sobek. So somebody's gonna have to pass on for them. They got voicemail. So their first one, your dreams of travel are in your future. Oh, hey. And the second one, trust the timing of your life. Great things will unfold in February. So for Aloni, and I need to make a note of that for them to, and I don't know if they're on the Discord and if that can be passed on or not. But yeah, their dreams of travel are in their future and possibly in February. So I'm just going to set these aside for them. And now we've got our Discord cookies, starting with Eleanor Atlas. So for Eleanor, your success will be a testament to your hard work. So for Eleanor Atlas, your success will be a testament to your hard work. And keep in mind, your future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. So that's for Eleanor. And next is Rabbit, I think. Yeah. Practice good posture for better health and confidence. That's for Rabbit. Practice good posture for better health and confidence. And I tell you what, that sounds kind of hokey, but there's something to that. I go to a chiropractor every week, and I deal with pinched nerves and stuff. If you keep yourself straight and you don't let your shoulders hunch forward, it's not only better for the nerves in your body, so that you don't get spasms in your arms and terrible things like that, but it also means you're making yourself be more confident and holding yourself high. So just remind yourself you're worth it. It said that sounds like a hokey message, but it's not. So pass on to Rabbit. Practice better posture. Practice good posture for better health and confidence. So next was San. If I see that right, Rabbit. No, excuse me, Love Deluxe, then San. So Love Deluxe. And Love Deluxe got voicemail as well. Some folks are pretty talkative tonight. So for Love Deluxe, the first one, a new outlook will brighten your image. Coming from the goddess of love and beauty. And now the second one. Prioritize self-care and make time for relaxation. Wow. So for Love Deluxe, pass on. A new outlook will brighten your image. Prioritize self-care and make time for relaxation. You need your beauty sleep.
That's going to describe my weekend.
What? Beauty sleep?
Relaxation.
Oh.
Hopefully some beauty sleep too.
Yeah. But yes, so for Love Deluxe, a new outlook will brighten your image. Prioritize self-care and make time for relaxation. Yeah, and I know the chat is like way down there. I'm trying to make sure that I give you guys enough time. Because Sarcastic, I know you've been passing things on. Okay, and Katie, or wait, who's saying? Yeah, Katie is saying my husband lost his uncle the other day. Yeah, and we're very sorry. I'm also I'm checking. Okay, Katie, I'm going to go for now. Thank you for the service and the cookies. You're absolutely welcome.
Love you, Katie.
Yeah, big hugs. You have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Okay, so yeah, Gabriel was saying had Gator. Yeah. We've had gator before, and it depends on.
Oh yeah, I had some gator.
Yeah, well, it depends on what cut you get of the gator. You know, some of it tastes like chicken, some of it tastes more fishy. But yeah, a lot of it comes from the tail. But okay, catching up here. Okay, so San, then Friday, and then Starscape, and yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I don't move too fast with the Discord cookies because Sarcastic is kind enough to relay those. But this one's for San. Explore your own creativity through various outlets. Explore your own creativity through various outlets. That's for San. And Friday is the last one from our Discord cookies. I think after that is Serana, and then Wet the Wet. Hold on. Oh, that cookie just decided to go hide. Here we are. So for Friday, later today, your confidence will soar. Well, we could count it as Saturday, I guess. But later today, your confidence will soar. And that's for Friday. Kind of funny that, it's for Friday. Later today, your confidence will soar. But, okay. Next is Serana. Your financial investments will yield great returns. Your financial investments will yield great returns. So Serana, that was for you. Let's see. And then Marriage Wepawet. Wait a minute. Okay, Serana. Okay, all right. So you know what? Because I saw Starscape. I skipped over you. Let me get you and then Married Wepawet. But you know what? I think sometimes that happens on purpose. I miss, and get out of order. But I think that's their way of directing messages to where they need to go. But Starscape, you're feeling stuck artistically? Well, you got voicemail.
If you're feeling stuck artistically, it may be an indicator that you're using too much glue.
Sports are a great way to build character and develop leadership skills. I always find those funny because, generally speaking, most of us are not really sportsy types. There are always exceptions. But that can be taken in a number of ways. Again, you don't have to be necessarily doing the sports to, get some inspiration from it. But let's see what the second one says. Stay open to new experiences and adventures. This might be their way of suggesting that you try something. Stay open to new experiences and adventures. Sports are a great way to build character and develop leadership skills. But Starscape, that was for you. And now for Married Wepawet. There is nothing that costs so little nor goes so far as courtesy. So, Mary Twepowet. There is nothing that costs so little nor goes so far as courtesy. Okay. I think we are getting close. Let's see. We got Sorana. Let's see. Ted plays with. That's when I was bored as kid. Oh, okay. That's cool. Cool. Okay, and I'll roll my blunt. Did we get you? Okay, sarcastic. Yeah, and a lot of folks are having to head out. Good night, everybody who's having to head out. Thank you. We love you. We'll see you next week. This is for sarcastic. Family is the heart of a loving home. Family is the heart of a loving home. And if I may add to that sarcastic, the family that you build is more important than the family that you came from. So. Okay, well, I'm going to give a last call for cookies. We're going to go ahead and wrap up because it's been an hour and 22 minutes.
Last call for wisdom, y'all.
Yeah. And I tell you what, one other thing, because I know a lot of folks have had to head out, so they didn't get to see this. But something that I've had been working off and on for a long time, and I finally finished it this week. But this is going to be a background in another project. And I've been working on it because it's kind of themed for the holiday. Can everybody see it? How does it look on the camera, Darren?
Step over a little bit. Other way.
Oh, like that?
Nope, you got it.
Okay, so you can see it's got a little bit of a, see if I can tilt it so it's not getting so much glare.
Better.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be a background in a project, and I just finished it. Now I get to figure out how to scan it because it's kind of an odd size, but when I do, you'll see it on Patreon. So something nice. Something for the Halloween season. So. And Spicy Phoenix, may I have some prayers also as I'm working towards weight loss surgery at the beginning of the year? Absolutely. So let's say a quick prayer for Spicy and for everyone. And we'll wrap up for tonight. And next week we will be honoring Neat.
Neat.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. And gearing up for the Osiris Mysteries, which we will kick off on Halloween night. So, looking forward to that. And someone had actually asked about Rituals to Sokar because they're a devotee of Set, and they wanted to do something that, would not clash with that. And so, so definitely, the Feast of Sokar. So, and I know you're in here. Here we are. Hear us, Ra, great Lord of Ymu, and place your arms of blessing around us, including Spicy. Let us rejoice in your bounty, and our hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neat and Upwot to open their ways for us. and may you protect us with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, Atum at dusk, Ra Horketi, as you rule the nine. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great in need, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu, endures. As the name of Aset in the Cheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khmenu endures. As the name of Ra in Yakhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Hathor, Amun, Horus, and Ishtar. You have come in peace, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Hathor, Amun, Horus, Ishtar. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Menjet bark and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. All right. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Love you, everybody. Just kind of checking over to see if anybody said had any other requests, anything else in the chat. But I hope that this gives you guys something good to go on for the rest of the week, the week ahead, and sees you through the tough times and gives you that much more reason to smile when the sun comes out, metaphorically speaking as well. And let's do this again next Friday. Same cat time, same cat channel, as we like to say.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much, everyone. Love you all. Hang in there. Have a great weekend and week ahead. See you again next Friday. All righty. Lots of love, everybody. See you next week.